Welcome back to SB Nation. I'm Amy K. Nelson here with Steven Goldman, and we are talking MLB Trade Deadline. It's come and gone, and today specifically though, we're talking about two teams going in sort of opposite directions. And those two teams are the Phillies and the Dodgers. Steven, let's first start with the Phillies. Now, they are essentially waving the white flag. What's your take on what they did at the deadline?
Well, the Phillies have obviously had a great run these last few years, including a world championship. But they're really a club at the end of their age, where they're one of the oldest teams in baseball. And Ruben Amaro Jr. Taking the club over for Pat Gillick in 2008 and in the winter of 2008, recognized that he had kind of a win-now situation. So over the last several years, he's made a number of deals dealing multiple prospects for veterans. And some of those have worked out very well. But now that they're aging and injured, there's really nothing left in the cupboard for them to rebuild with. So they really need to find ways to bring prospects in.
Well, they've got around $115 million tied up in 6 players already for next year. If I'm a Phillies fan and I'm sitting at home, am I thinking, well, there's a little bit of hope? I mean, they already signed Cole Hamels to an extension. So if you're looking to next season, what are you thinking if you're a Phillies fan? Is there hope?
Let me think about that. No.
No?
No. I mean, look, they have, Cliff Lee is not going anywhere. They tried to move him at this deadline, but with more than $30 million still due to him, he's going to be there. Roy Halladay is still going to be there. They re-signed Cole Hamels. So if those guys are healthy and functioning, it's not like the Phillies are going to flatline completely. But right now,
the lineup?
It's very hard to say what next year's Phillies team is going to look like, because in making these deals, yes, they got some prospects back, maybe not great prospects, and none of them are going to be in the lineup next year. Well,
one of the mainstays of that Phillies lineup was Shane Victorino for years. He's now gone to LA, he's a Dodger. What's your take on what the Dodgers did at the deadline?
Well, Victorino's going to help. Left field has been a really weak spot for them. It's usually an offensive position, but Bobby Abreu and the rest of the guys they've tried there just haven't hit very much. So he's definitely an upgrade. But they still have a lot of weaknesses around the offense. It's one of the lighter hitting teams in the National League. And even though they've added Hanley Ramirez, they still stay soft at places like first base, which has been even worse than left field, where we're on like the 5th year of waiting for James Loney to hit.
James Loney experiment keeps on trucking on.
It never ends.
Well, they do have, obviously, Matt Kemp and Andre Ethier are both locked up long term. But I'm wondering, with Ryan Dempster going to the Rangers, should the Dodgers have really bolstered their starting rotation?
Well, they still need to build. I mean, again, this isn't a team necessarily for the long haul. So giving away top prospects for Dempster would have been expensive, given that he's a rental. With Clayton Kershaw, if he can get into a Justin Verlander-like run in the postseason, I think they could go plenty far as it is.
Bottom line, where do you think the Dodgers, as of right now, as of July 31st, rank amongst the NL elite?
They're closer to being there than they were, Amy, but I worry what will happen if they meet a team like, say, the Reds or the Braves that has some pitching and some hitting as well.
Well, all good points, Steven, but we want to know what you think. Did the Dodgers do well at the deadline? Should they have gone out and gotten someone like Ryan Dempster or another starting pitcher? Where are they going to end up in October? And also, if you're a Phillies fan, is there any hope? Or have you completely given up? Let us know in the comments below and keep it locked here for more MLB Trade Deadline talk at SB Nation.